All right, guys, Shotty T here with another Alliance War video. We are going into this here on a losing streak. We lost 3 in a row and look to break it here against Iceberg. So we got Gallon, Kingpin, and Tigra banned. But Kitty is not, so we're gonna be bringing her. But this alliance has a buddy on my friends list, the Mad Titans from a former alliance there a while back, and another guy that used to play in the alliance with me, Mr. Lord Rackator. So maybe some of these other people might have been in there too. So we cannot lose to this team. Okay, we cannot lose to this team. All right, so we already got our preset team in there. So no Tigra, so I think what we're gonna do is we'll just synergize Sorcerer because I will be needing her for a couple of fights. So that'll help with the item use. So, and we're about to go out. So we're gonna do a 6-hour boost. And hopefully by the time the 6-hour expires, I'll be able to get all my other fights in, except for the boss fight, of course. So we got one fight that we need to go ahead and take, and only because it's open right now, I have to go this route to get there because I don't want to hold up the middle. We have this Nick Fury. We're gonna take out the gate with Kitty Pryde. Odin pre-fight has already been placed, so we can pretty much do this fight without any worries at all. Yes, no Tiger is not there, but Kitty don't need Tiger. She can still do this fight. So here we go. Fine. This should hit pretty hard. I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on too. you throw that SB1 with all those things on there. So. Alright. Go ahead and clear that fight there. Okay. Alright, so I'll let my teammates know. And we're going to play some poker tonight. Later. Alright, this is the voiceover part of the war. You see we're 15-13. I'm actually out playing poker, and literally I am in between hands. Like if I get a hand that's not good, I just toss my cards away and get a fight in. And for the most part, that harmony worked out. But there was one fight where I had to actually pause just to see what my cards were. Otherwise, I was holding up the game. So yeah, it was kind of interesting there. I just wanted to get my fights in, just in case. I wanted to get them in so that way I would have just the last note to worry about before the vaults was open. So first we got this Kitty versus Gore fight. If Kitty had MD, this fight would be over super quick, but of course she doesn't have MD. And of course, if I had the Tiger synergy, this fight would be much quicker as well. But that's part of the reason why they banned Tiger, is just to kind of neutralize Kitty just a little bit, but she's still a cheat code. You're gonna see in another fight just how ridiculous the cheat code is. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward here. I mean, he has all these buffs on him at the moment, but they're all about to be nullified pretty soon. But I want to just throw an SP2 in here, but let's bait one more SP1. And now we're going to throw our SP2, and the fight is pretty much over. We built up to another. We used a mutant boost, by the way. So, and it's over. I mean, both of them had the 20%, the 20 prowess because they didn't fall off yet. And he's down. Like, it just started out so innocent, and then boom, he's done. So now we're getting ready to get dealt another hand. So we pause it here. We go up to the next fight, I believe, and just go to the versus screen. But then, we get a hand. Let's get back to the action. All right, now the hand is over. We folded our cards. Now we got this Vision Arcus. So this fight, we're going to use Sorcerer. And again, we brought Storm Pyramid X for that built-in Power Start 1 boost synergy. And I want to say we didn't use any invulnerable boosts or anything. We just went straight into the fight. Probably in hindsight could have used a invulnerable boost, but I figured I wasn't going to push him to 3 bars of power. But you got to be safe, on the safe side, just to make sure that you don't mess around. But it never came to it, so that's a good thing here. So at this point, I was okay. It's probably better if I have him throw SP2s, because if he throws SP2, then he'll actually lose a full bar of power. But if he throws SP1 like right here, he can actually throw another SP1, and sometimes 2 or 3 more SP1. So that's why I decided, let's let him throw SP2, have that regen rune going right now. So it's not going to hurt me to do that. So that's what I was thinking there. So we're going to get another more regen. You just got to love that regen. It's very powerful, very powerful. All right. And like I said, I kept this fight pretty simple. I could have got to an SP3, but I believe I just kept it between SP1 and SP2 all fight. This thing is just keeping it simple and working out. Again, regen into the block. Now, of course, Vision Arc is being awakened. He does shrug off some of those non-damaging debuff periodically, so some of them don't stick. But for the most part, we're just doing methodical damage and just keeping the fight pretty simple. We're going to hit into his block to get him over 2 bars of power once again. And we got the regen rune going once again. And this time, I thought I went to 3 bars, but apparently we didn't. I just said I didn't, but looking back at it, This was over a day ago now, so I don't quite remember what I did. But I believe, yeah, there's the tenacity there. And the fight gets a little sketchy at the end. It gets all these buffs on them. So if I would have threw an SP1, it probably would have pushed them over 2 bars of power, but we're done. So now we get another poker hand. So we got to stagger this footage until the next hand is over. But this fight ends up taking some time. And this is probably the fight of the war. Not of the season, though. That Annihilus Sorcerer fight is still the fight of the season. But this is the fight of the war. So we got a rank 5 Dr. Doom. As I mentioned, we died twice on this node last war. I died twice with Scorpion last season. Well, actually, no, this off season. Was it? It might have been early this season. Now that I think about it. So, because of all the MD. So when I had cleaned up this fight last war with Kitty, I said, okay, well, maybe Kitty is a good option here. Because I had thought about using Doom. I still think Doom is a good option just in case Kitty is banned, which is coming. So we're going to see a war where there's a Doom there and Kitty is banned, where we may have to explore those alternative options such as Doom himself, because Doom is whitelisted this season. So we're building up our prowess here, so that way we can be able to phase majority of the fight. And we're just going to basically do this the whole fight. Now, of course, if I had the Tiger Synergy, I could be unblockable by now. So that does delay. And then, of course, I do a terrible job evading his SP1. I don't know why I don't constantly evade that 100% of the time. But I guess when you're out playing poker, now I wasn't drinking. So just so you guys know, for Lent, I did give up alcohol, a shellfish, and red meat. So when I was out last night, I did nothing but drink water. So I was coherent, but I was paying attention to a poker game. I was watching the action, because you got to be able to watch the action to kind of learn some stuff. Because sometimes you can miss out on money if you don't observe the action of other players. When you're in a hand against them, you can take advantage of some of the subtle things you notice when you're not in a hand with them, when they're playing against other people. But for the most part, my head was pretty much dug into this game and just paying attention to whenever it's my turn to get another hand. And I believe at some point during this fight, I do end up pausing because it's my turn to get a hand up. This fight took longer than I thought it would. But so far, so good. We're pacing ourselves pretty well. We got to try to ramp up the aggression just a little bit. And I guess I could probably do longer combos, but I believe I pause it right there because I get dealt cards. So I look at my hand, I don't like my hand, so I throw my hand away, so we're back in the action. And then I get my power stolen. Like, Doom knew exactly when I paused the game. And so it was a little bit of a freaky thing there. He actually stole my power. Actually ended up being a decent thing because I didn't want to go to 3 bars of power anyway. So I just used this opportunity to do a SP2 here, get some power, just to get the fight going. But I take a little risk here though, and actually that's that SP2. But I'm actually, with Kitty, it's not a big risk. Even if you do get hit by it, you don't get that residual incinerate damage because she's incinerate immune. So we ended up building ourselves back up to those bars of power, and now we're just trying to get another. I believe we're trying to get another SP2 in, or we should go to SP3. Yeah. So the fight, like I said, it gets sketchy a little bit, and actually, he caused my prowess to go away once again. And this time we go to SP3. Now, I probably should not have done this. I'm not sure why I did this. Because this, of course, gave him the free bar of power. And now my prowess are gone, so I don't have my protective mechanism. So I just make the fight unnecessarily more difficult. So we're going to just parry to build our prowess back up once again. Now we can go back to the intercept, and we're almost done with this fight. And we phased through that, and we just got one more tick of health to go, and we're done. And I was so relieved to get that fight over with. But that'll do it for the voiceover part. Now we're going to get back to the live. All right, guys, good morning. Man, that was a late night last night. We are responsible, but we did have our alarm set to get up in enough time, and plus we had some AQ fights to get kind of warmed up. So we're finally gonna get a W. Still died a little high for our BG, but overall, our best war of the season. Gonna keep it under 20, assuming I get this last fight soloed. Now this fight, if you guys remember, about 3 or 4 wars ago, I was going in with Sorcerer, and the game decided to time out on me. And before I loaded the fight, and I lost the bonus that way. Otherwise, it was a solo. So the game didn't want me to solo the fight. But this time, we're gonna get it. I mean, if it times out again, it's just the game just hating on me. That's all I can just say. You're just hating on me. That's all I can say about that. But we're gonna get all the boost in. We're gonna do it. We're gonna even get out the fight and go right back in. We're not gonna give any out about it being 3 seconds left before the fight loads. So we're gonna, we're gonna apply all these boosts, and we're gonna go right back out and go right back in. That's it. Yeah, let's do that. Provided no excuses whatsoever. Okay. All right. Still got that Ragador. Okay. So we need you to load, sir. We need this fight to load. Just make it load, and we're good. Oh, look at that. The fight loaded. All right, we're good. That's all we needed. I should have did the golden boost. All right. Let's see. Still in good shape. That was dumb. All right, so we ain't getting that 20. That was just me. That was all on me. They're just doing some dumb stuff. Which boost shall I use? Let's use this potion since it's more health, and we'll just use a combat regeneration boost. That was just stupid. I'm doing some dumb stuff here, guys. So you feel so excited about finally getting the win that you forget to bring your best fight in. All right, so, all right. I think, actually, you know what? I'm gonna start in the default one because I want to be able to apply that regen. That was my main problem. I didn't give myself the safeguard. Give myself a safeguard there. Alright, now we should be in good shape. And we can be able to throw the SP3 with the this room. So we're off to a better start applying runes. That does make a difference. We're much better now. I can even block that. So that's the thing. That's the thing about runes. It gives you protection to be an expert. I'm gonna try to evade it now. As long as I got that rune active. That's right, it's unblockable. Come on. Just playing like a freaking noob. Alright. Let's just get rid of these. Get rid of these buffs, hopefully. Well, I'm not gonna gain any power back because he still has thorns active. So little things like this in this fight that not do. Just know there. Not this time. Alright, let's throw this SP3 with some runes active to shorten this fight here. Should put that up for half at least. Must be rank 5. Didn't pay attention to that loading screen. This is a pretty long fight, what I'm used to. Either way, the shield is gone, so I should be better shape now. Alright, so what was he? Is he rank 5? That's part of the reason why I need to rank 4 sorcerers. That way I don't have to worry about being close to timing out. Of course he was SIG 200, we knew that. Trying to see if, I guess we'll never know. Yeah, we'll never know. I just have to look at his profile to see. All right, we'll find out later. Tiny Jack. Let's look up his name real quick. We are facing Iceberg. Tiny Jack. Let's see. That fight did take longer than. No, he was ranked. The Punisher was ranked 5. Wow. That's commitment there. Send a Punisher to rank 5 Yeah, I think we did face one over here too. Yeah, we lost a bonus there. So yeah, it's a good placement too for a rank 5 Punisher with all that block penetration on for that node. Anyway, let's look at the defense. See, I think all of our kills counted. They did there. I need to get better defense myself. I haven't had a defensive kill in like 2 or 3 wars. Let's see. Okay, all the kills count. So yeah, unfortunately we did not keep it under 20 thanks to yours truly. But hey, we got the W against somebody that I said at the beginning of this war we better not lose to. So anyway, and they're probably gonna die some more times. So we'll see what happens with these remaining fights. But like, share, comment below, subscribe, hit that bell notification. We're back in the W column.